Actually, you know what? Does MS Paint still exist? I will show you guys how the register was. Hang on. Is MS Paint real? I'll show you guys what is happening here. MS Paint. Oh my gosh, it is real. Okay. So I will doodle to you all what was happening. Alright. Come here. Chat. And I'll show you what the problem was. Alright. So let's get a pen. It won't be immaculate. Hello, Miss Prob. But like, so, oh my gosh, I pushed the wrong button. Hold it. Well, there it goes. So this is the cash register, right? And then it's got the belt on it. Okay, here's where the machine box lived. This is where the drawer was. Here's my seat. Here's a wall. Yes, there was this much space. Can I zoom in a little bit? View. Zoom. There's this much space. So this would pop open. Okay, now you see the problem. There's a chair in the way, so it's not popping open. So this has to come out. So there's Yuki sitting on it. This wants to pop open. Cannot come out. So the chair has to come out. So I have to stand and push the chair out of this box for this drawer to open to put money in. But the way that the cash register was set up was exactly like this, because there's your funky light right here. This is the cash box. Then the drawer was underneath. And then there was just this much space in between. It is not designed for you to sit here. So their idea of light duty was, okay, we crammed a stool here, but anybody that ever pays with cash, this little box has to pop open. And then, of course, there's the computer right here where I'm bringing all this stuff up. Okay. So anytime this here needed to open, this whole thing has to come out. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of watch time. So their idea of light duty was tell the girl who can't stand to pick up and move this stool constantly. Bloody 557. Y'all watch too much. I'm just kidding. Bro, yours probably is wrong because at some point in time, the Mix It Up bot did get reset, but it has been fine for a very long time. So, hello gamer. So yes, if the whenever the Mix It Up bot got set, however many hours you had was wrong. Stream Elements is probably more accurate, but of course it puts it in days. But yeah, this is what Wal-Mart thought was light duty. That this cash drawer right here cannot open. And honestly, I'd be like, listen here, give me a whiteboard and I'll draw this for you. Wal-Mart lawyers. But yeah. Oh, the reason why there was a wall here is because this is where the bags were, by the way. So this is how tight this space was, by the way. So the scanner bar, the bags, cash drawer, cash machine, light, all in this little dude. So like, you're like, okay, Yuki, why didn't you just move this way? Because the bag ring around thingy is right there. The bag thingy. I can't move that way. One month feels wrong. 1 month, 1 day, 8 hours. I don't know how many hours are in a month, to be honest. Yes, I was literally in I was in a checkout cube. I'm in a checkout cube. And then they're like, yeah, light duty. And then picture this, dog food, case of water. That one dude who came up to the register with $2,000 worth of cases of beer and thought he could put all of it on the belt and called me a slur girl with a gimp leg. Light duty. This but uncomfy. Now that's fight duty. Well, I got up and walked away. Yes. Yes, that was really messed up. That was my this was where I lived. I lived like this for literally 30 to 31 days before. Yeah, Wal-Mart is an active PvP zone, and I lost the active PvP zone fight. But yes, I lived like that. Oh, it was so much worse for Gore. So they started stacking the beer up on the counter. I grab my crutches and I come around with the hand scanner. Okay? And I'm on my crutches and I'm like, please don't do that. Like, I'll just scan it. Right? And they went, oh great, we picked the lane with the slur girl with a gimp leg. Yes, I was showing up and willing to do the work. I was not trying to ditch. Watch my fox after a beer. After a beer. But yeah, I got up and had come around on crutches trying to stop, because like you can actually put too much weight on the belt. Oh, hang on, wait, Granny, let me redraw my masterpiece for you because you're here. Hang on, wait. Maximum erasure. So Granny, this is my working conditions when I worked at Walmart. I was explaining to people because they didn't quite understand how the register was set up. So I was telling people why I had to move the stool and stand up every time someone paid cash. So the register, okay, and then it's got the square for the bags. Bags live here. And then it's the square for the computer. Then it's like the belt. And then a little computer. And then this is where Yuki sat. And then this is where the cash register was. So when people paid with cash, okay, this wants to pop out. But as you could see, a big booty baddie was sitting there. And that was me and my whole bakery. A big booty baddie was sitting there. So this has to pop out. For this to pop open. For me to put the cash in and hand people their change. But it was I, the big booty baddie. And when you are standing, right, there's enough room for you to stand or to turn and let the drawer pop open. Driving in my car right after up here. So I was showing chat my like work conditions. Yeah, too much cake for the cash register to handle. Yeah, well, because every time because like people, you know, they tell you, and you would sit here and you type, you go beep, 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 they're paying with cash, and then it pops open and it goes bink, and it hit my hip every time. Chat, take notes, this is gonna be on the exam. It's an immaculate drawing. This is pretty much what it looks like to work at Walmart. Did the cart lady they never caught her, actually. The cart lady has disappeared off the face of the planet. She has not been found or collected or interviewed, or I'm the only one in trouble. Okay, important question. I'm waiting. I could never work as a cashier. Every time I turned, my booty would knock all the stuff off the belt. Bam. That's what that lady did to me, buddy. You got a lightning dragging, Iggy? Well, now you gotta wait for lightning storm. Because I've been wondering, does the security cam footage still exist? I don't actually know. Because they told me that they saw it and saved it the day of the incident. Anything that has happened after it, I have not had contact with these people. Yes, there is a rampant ankle breaker on the loose. But when the incident happened, they had to go pull the footage and put it in a file that I did for workers' comp. But if they did get rid of it, they would be in a lot of trouble for that. But as far as I was last told, they saw it on camera, and they were going to press charges against that lady because if my injury got worse, which it did. So, eye for an eye. Yeah, tooth for a tooth. Get her. So, last I heard, honestly, they probably kept it because they're going to want to sue her for the damages that they're going to have to pay me. They probably did actually keep it. Yeah, the big booty boo wampum. How do you catch a booty boo wampum woman? She'll just booty boo womp a hole in the wall and escape jail. Dude, her dumpy was big enough she probably could. I hope so. But I guess we'll find out since, I mean, okay, I would like to think that someone else by now has seen it, and that is why we're going through more serious kind of like court endeavors. Because if, oh, for Gore, if they wanted to find her, they could find her. She probably shops. Okay, I live in the middle of nowhere. This is probably like the only Walmart for like literally hours for some people. The next city that I'm going to for court is probably like the closest city with another Walmart. All right, there's not a lot. Like she will booty boo womp her way back to the booty Walmart. Yeah, she boo womped all the cop cars out of the way. Like yeah. Like she will be back at that Walmart. Hello and welcome. Big booty problems real. I struggle with big booty problem. Listen, can we get some support in the chat for our big booty baddies in the chat who have to suffer with, if they worked at the Walmart cashier thing, that they would booty boo womp all the stuff off the belt? I don't know what's gonna happen. All I know is what has happened, which is the yeah, waiting to yeah. Can we get another round of booty claps for our booty beauties in the chat? Big beautiful Warframe. Big beautiful Warframe. I did see the thumbnail. When does she drop? I know what I gotta do. I gotta come back to Warframe, dust it off. Grinny same. She already has? Oh geez. I gotta dust off Warframe this time. Yo. I gotta get the big beautiful Warframe. Speaking of Warframe, Shatter wants to play it and wants buddies. It's me. I'm buddies. Oh, sick nasty. Okay, it's me, Bloody. One, you, me, and whoever else you would like to invite need to plan a day for the Barbie movie. Not April 16th, because I will be in court. Two, we must play Warframe. That is your mission. We must play Warframe. And we must. But yeah, it might be time for me to dust off the old Warframe. I haven't played in a long time, so I do kind of miss it. Captain. And I want to watch that. I want to watch The Princess and the Piper, because I haven't seen it. But Barbie Swan Lake, I think it was my favorite Barbie movie. I'm so hyped. But yeah, TLDR, I hope it won't be like often. But I'm probably gonna end up in the city a lot. Even the lawyer was kind of like, things aren't going as planned, because he told me that I would be seeing another doctor by the end of March, and then like I don't know if like Walmart doubled down, tripled down, quadrupled down, what happened, but from the meeting that they told me about, from me filling out 3 hours worth of paperwork and already some interrogation questions or whatever the heck they're called, and mailing it back, I guess Walmart was like quadruple like, we gotta grill her in person and fry her like a fish. So I'm hoping that maybe after this, like if it goes well, maybe they'll back off a little bit and actually send me to a doctor. I feel like they will have to prove if I'm still injured. Yeah, they be mega flexing. But even in the note, right? Because the lawyer sent me like a list of instructions, which is also why I was like, "Hey guys, I need like a suit because I have to wear a suit." Um, he was like, "This is not going how I expected it to go." Yeah, but okay. There's two things. One is corporate greed. Okay, they are fighting it out of corporate greed. But two, they desperately want to prove that I am not telling the truth. Unfortunately for them, there is actually something wrong with my ankle, and I did get big booty bouwant. It did actually happen. So unfortunately for them, it is the truthers. But they like I'm sure they get cases where people try to sue them all the time that are actually lying and making stuff up. And so like I'm their worst nightmare cuz it actually happened. And they're like, "Gosh, dang it, booty bandits. That booty boo womped too hard. How could you do this in my property?" But catch this. I guess most people just give up. The last like 3 times I've been to the Walmart, because like I said, it's the only grocery store for literally hours. There has always been an ambulance there scooting someone out. It is an active PvP zone. It's a war zone. That place scares me. I don't know what happens there. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, the booty brigade just be attacking everyone. Like, they have to know. They have to know. My boss at the time told me that this happens every day. I just was like, she's like, nobody else reports it. She's like, "Are you sure it's like that bad?" And I'm like, "Homie, I cannot walk. This is pretty bad." Yeah, not being able to, yeah, I'm not able to afford to give up. Like, listen, if this takes 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever, like I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna be like, I kind of need to see the doctor. No one should be shopping at Walmart. And actually, if there was a Costco, we probably wouldn't. We have actually stopped shopping for non-essential items at the Walmart. Now, like, they still have like the cheapest egg and milk prices, right? Toilet paper and all that jazz. But as far as like actual meals go, we started going other places and we started doing coupons. And so like for everyday meals and things like that, like it's a little bit more um it's a little bit more sporadic that way. Yeah, average southern and midwest town be like, "This is our Walmart," and nothing else. It's literally life. Yeah. In Runes, if we do have to go to Walmart, it's usually delivery, not DiGiorno. Um, Seems like all you need to do is show the back and forth between you and Walmart in regards to your injury accommodation with light duty. Yeah, your physical therapy, but I'm not a lawyer. Oh yeah. I wish that I don't know, I was like smarter and like recorded the calls between me and my workers Walmart worker comp representative, cuz like she be mean, man. She be mean. And I tried to get them to give it to me on paper, the physical therapist saying that I will need at least 6 months of physical therapy, if not more, but they refused to write it on paper, probably because they didn't want to have to show up in court. Because once people know that you're like a workers' comp thing, they get scared and they're like, I don't want to be a part, because they know that the lawsuit is coming. I need to clean my earrings. But, Hmm. But, yeah, so the Ko-Fi goal is to help, me and Ryan get there and back and get food and maybe like a little ice cream because I'll be sad. Which gas is expensive. I don't know if you guys knew that. It's low-key kind of horrible. Hello, Ohana. Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. Thank you all for your daily blessings. Thank you for being here. We are going to play Final Fantasy III today. I found a fun Final Fantasy fact video that we are going to watch for the React portion. Thank you for your daily blessing. I just wanted to, I don't know, yap about life. But yeah, there will be no stream April 16th, and there probably won't be a stream the 17th, because I'm not sure, like, depending on how I feel after the 16th, I might be, like, too mentally dead to, like, sit up and function. I don't handle stress very well, and I'm a very anxious person. And then Fox Dad said I'm gonna be fine. What does the fox say? Wham! That's what she says. Have I heard anything about Project Songbird? No. Do not boop the snoot. Silly Yuki. Foxes don't go wah. But this fox go wah. Why is the closest you get to a vacation suffering? Hey, on hey, on a positive note, I get ice cream. Don't bonk me. I've been a good baby, I promise. Hey, I have been on a ton of fun vacations, so if that makes you feel better, bloody. Like, ooh, I'll watch that in a second. Right, we've gone to Universal Studios. We've gone to Disney. We've gone to SeaWorld. All while I've been streaming, we gone to the beach. It wasn't that long ago. We went to the city to go to an international market. That's fun. And I got a whole bunch of Hello Kitty snacks and a fun little cinnamon roll drink, and it was cool. And I might ask to go to that place again and get a big bubble tea. Thank you for the lurk. So life ain't all bad. Sometimes I get to eat cookies and ice cream and like pastry puffs. I was kind of hoping that this would be over quickly and fast, and they would just be like, yeah, we suck. We always suck. Here you go. But, you know, I didn't realize they was going to be like MMA box fighters, and that I was going to get like one punched out. I was going to get one punched out and then cry. You know. I think honestly though, what it means is that I probably do have a very good case, in that, knock on wood, we probably will win some kind of money, knock on wood. And they're scared. And I don't think that they are going to let it hit like super court, jury, judge, that kind of thing, knock on wood, because everybody hates Wal-Mart. Right? If they left it up to a court of peers, right, they probably gonna take like a massive L. Because I'm just a little old lady with a hunchback in a wheelchair, and they're big angry corpo. Right. Speaking of vacation, my parents are coming home from Disney World and Universal early tomorrow. They were meant to stay till the 31st. I have to do the dishes for my brother a lot because I had to stay on it. My parents want it clean by the time they get home and they return, and my brother hasn't been helping much. Oh, I'm so sorry. That stinky sucks. I haven't done the dishes in a long time. Yeah, drop kicks Walmart in the chest. Honestly, no. All my big booty baddies need a booty boo wop Walmart in a circle. Everybody needs to collectively booty boo womp Walmart till they explode. But it'll be okay. I hope. I'm so tired. I did not sleep very good. Maybe you should drop kick your brother in the chest. That's bad advice. Don't do that. Yeah, play pinball with the Walton family. The corporate greed is so bad. Because you know what? The simple solution to the problem is that people who are doing online shopping for pickup and delivery probably shouldn't be in the same building as regular shoppers. Boom, problem fixed. Fox Dad keeps saying it's like warehouse work. Put us in a warehouse. You have them. People could pick up groceries there. They don't want to come inside anyways. You know what I mean? The grocery store should remain the grocery store and separate. Then you don't have people running through the store with shopping carts being angry. That's 6 cans of soda, 3 cans of energy drinks, and 3 to 4 2-liter bottles of soda. What is that? Huh? Is it Mila? Oh, yeah, because I can't eat meat today. Thank you. I forgot. You remembered. Huh? Yeah. I'll make a food. Yeah, hamburger helper. Oh no, I can't have it. What if I pick around the hamburger? Honestly, okay, listen. I can't drink that much. If I drank a 2-liter bottle of Sprite, I think I'd pee my pants. That's the truther. Bending, thank you for your daily blessing. All right. So, do we have any questions, comments, concerns? Eat several bananas, go with the Sprite, and then perish. I didn't even get the rest I wanted. That's horrible. Hey, sometimes it's like that. One day, though, you'll be surprised. They'll grow up and they'll start cleaning and start cooking and taking care of stuff, and then you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, where were you like 10 years ago? Where were you like 10 years ago? Sprite, not water. I only drink water. Well, not only. Okay, I drink water, tea, coffee, and then Bloom. And like protein shakes and stuff. Am I gonna be okay? Well, Grinny, my resting heart rate is 110. He's 30. Never mind, there's no hope for him. Sparkling water gang. He is old. Yeah, never mind, there's no hope. Give up on him. Honestly, my best advice to you: pretend he doesn't exist. Yeah, let me check my heart. My resting heart rate sitting here uncaffeinated, it's 110. So that tells anybody how I'm doing. It's great. I have a weak heart, by the way. It runs faster. If I stress, it makes it worse. It is sitting on a little higher today. I'm like a little hamster. You have to be gentle. Or a bunny. Or like a guinea pig. Probably more like a guinea pig because I get spooked by real life objects very easily. Oh, dang, my heart rate went back to normal. Thanks, Grant. Yeah. 92, not bad. That's not too bad. Yeah, my heart's just like, it's like speed booping. Okay, wait. Oop, wrong button. Oh, I messed all the buttons up. Sorry. I just wanted to close MS Paint. Let's get the video up and running. We're gonna watch. Alright. I think my headphones are charged. Let's see how long that lasts. Alright. God bless you guys. Thank you for being here. Today, on this day today, we're going to be watching Final Fantasy 1 lore, facts, theories, and spooky mysteries and reacting. And then we go on trophy hunt Final Fantasy 3. I don't know how far we into Final Fantasy 3 because we got a long way to go. On this day in Fox history, does oppose. Boo womp. Enough grumping. Enough anger. Ooh. What happened to watching the Project Songbird video? Nothing. We'll do that next. This is what I had planned before. Gestures Wildly. This is what was sitting up in the background this entire time. So nothing. We can do that next. But this is what I had done. Do you want this? Yes, I do. That will be fun. Listen, Miss Prob, I'm not opposed to watching multiple videos. I watch all the videos. Alright.
Today,
this video is only
we're
10 minutes
delving
long.
into the first game of the epic Final Fantasy series.
So,
we'll
it's not that big
explore
deal.
interesting lore, fun facts, wild theories, and mysterious
I
elements
didn't watch
of the
this
game.
beforehand, by the way. I picked it
If you've
before
just
we went
finished
live.
the game or have played it years prior, this journey into Final Fantasy promises interesting facts and revelations. So sit back, relax, and join us as we unlock
I've never
the
been
magic
relaxed in
of
my
this
whole life.
classic game. Let's get started. Garland's transformation. Now, we're all familiar with bosses
Wait, he
getting
kinda
a
sounds
bit
like
grumpy,
Burger King
but
foot
none more
lettuce.
so than
Garland's
who you meet at the
transformation.
beginning of the game. Not content with being a mere knight gone rogue, he ups the ante considerably when he takes a trip back in time. Thanks to the four fiends, who really should know better, Garland gets to avoid the Grim Reaper, only to resurface as Chaos. That's right, the big boss at the end. Talk about holding a grudge. Four Fiends inspiration. Speaking of the Four Fiends, there's a bit of geeky trivia here that's too good to miss. This deadly quartet, Lich, Marilith, Kraken, and Tiamat, borrow their names straight from the pages of Dungeons and Dragons. The American tabletop game seems an unlikely source of inspiration for a JRPG like Final Fantasy.
Okay, that makes sense. Everyone's probably
it's
inspired by
to
Dungeons
the
and Dragons.
worldwide reach the fantasy tropes can be. Original Black Mage design. Onto the design of the Black Mage, an iconic character donning blue robes and glowing yellow eyes. Turns out, this look is not completely original. Our wizardly friend was inspired by Orko, that floating trickster from the He-Man series. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Can you? Concept of crystals. You can't talk about Final Fantasy without mentioning the crystals, or orbs as they were known in the original NES version.
In a blue robe.
These shiny tokens of earth, fire, water, and wind became a staple of the franchise's lore, with almost each game putting its own spin on the idea. You'd be hard-pressed to find a Final Fantasy game without them. I think that's a great topic for another video I can do in the future. Music cues. let's not forget the unforgettable victory fanfare that makes every battle victory that much sweeter.
Materia.
Final
Materia
Fantasy 1
girl.
was the one to start this melodic tradition. To this day, it's an iconic part of the series that sends
No, get
a
Waka
rush
out of
of
here.
satisfaction down your spine
Final
every
Fantasy
time
12.
you hear it.
Patu.
Character class evolution. And then there's this small matter of character class changes. This innovative...
Okay, I'm sorry, this is gonna make me laugh. I can't wait to see it when I make this into a I can't wait till I make this into a YouTube video and everyone's like, why you hating on Waka? Like, boo womp Waka, boo womp Final Fantasy 12. I don't want to see it. I am not looking forward to playing it. I am not happy to be there. Like, listen, if I could go the whole Final Fantasy 10 game without playing Waka, cool. if I could pretend that Final Fantasy 12 isn't real, double cool. Rune's somewhere crying like, why do you hate my favorite game? Well, Runes, that was on you. Out of all of the victory poses to show, why would you pick Waka? There's so many good ones to show people stunting. Big frown. Big frown. Big frown.
Gameplay mechanic, which allowed your characters to evolve into more powerful versions of themselves, was introduced right here in the first Final Fantasy. It was truly a game changer. No pun intended.
A game
Provoca
changer.
and Pirate Bikke. Remember when you first strolled
Oh, that must have
into
been from
Provoca
Strangers
and
of
encountered
Paradise.
Bikke,
That's also
the
something I
pirates
felt
with
ill
a
about.
penchant for trouble? Defeat him and he hands over his ship. No questions asked. This opened up sea travel, expanding the game world in a way that was exciting for its time. Erdrick's Tombstone. In a quiet corner of Elfheim, there's a tombstone with a particular inscription. Here lies Erdrick. Now, this is no random name. Erdrick is the legendary hero of Dragon Quest, another Square Enix franchise. It's a wonderful cross-series nod that's sure to make every JRPG fan smirk.
Oh my gosh,
In
wait,
the
but you
PSP
also just
version,
spoiled
it's
Dragon
written
Quest
as Link
1.
from an obscure game
I did
franchise
see that one.
that is getting a long overdue recognition in the past few days. Matoya's Cave.
I did find the Here Lies
Ever
Link
been in a
one.
fetch quest for a blind witch? Matoya needs you to find her crystal eye in exchange for Jolt
He should have used
a
Matoya's
potion
pictures
potent
from
enough
the,
to rouse an
Final
elf
Fantasy
prince
14.
from his
Hag.
slumber. It's
Hag.
this kind of quirky side quest
Hag.
that Final Fantasy does so well. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the earliest fetch quests in JRPG history. The Invisible
Hag
Woman
magic.
of Cornelia. Then there's
Thank
the
you for your
mystery
pets. Hi,
of
Shy
the
Guy.
Invisible Woman in Cornelia. It's these delightful quirks that make exploring the Final Fantasy world such a joy, because as you may know, the following sequels and even spin-offs are full of hidden elements that reward curious players. I, Garland, will knock you all down. You can't forget that line that's carved its place into Final Fantasy infamy. I, Garland, will knock you all down, says our villain in the English translation. It's an odd bit of dialogue that sparked a meme frenzy within the Final Fantasy community. It might not be Shakespeare, but it's a line we won't be forgetting anytime soon.
Oh, they do the Hunchback? I imagine
Sid
you
is
as
missing.
Matoya from Final
The name
Fantasy
Sid is
14.
practically
That is-
synonymous with
It's me.
Final
It's
Fantasy.
me, okay? I am an
Well,
old... I
almost.
don't know if any of you have
see,
had
in
to
the
try to
very
walk
first Final
with,
Fantasy
like, a cane or something before. It is hard to not do the, like, hunched over pose and, like, tell yourself to, like, walk straight or whatever. I even found, like, it's funny when I started streaming, I was like, oh, guys, I forgot my tablet for the YouTube chat. And I stood up and I grabbed the Hello Kitty cane you guys got me. And I'm, like, hobbling down. And I'm like, gosh, dang it, I'm hobbling. I'm hobbling with a hunchback. So I have to, like, force myself to, like, stand upright. But, like, your bones hurt and everything's crinkly. Like, I'm
Sid
gonna
is
have a hunchback.
mysteriously absent. It's one of the very few games in the series where this character
Dad's
is
making
nowhere
hamburger
to be
helper and
found.
It smells amazing,
Fans
but I
of the
can't have it
series
'cause
have
it's
often
Friday.
speculated about his disappearance, conjuring theories that could rival those of conspiracy theorists.
Conspiracy
However, in the
theory.
modern
I'm
ports,
having a
the
pretty
developers
bleh
have
day,
inserted
but I'm
his
okay. How
name
are
into
you?
the text mentioned by the Lufenians. So we can now somewhat assert that Sid appears in every mainline game. Whether this holds true for the spin-offs, I'm not entirely sure. If you figure it out, do let me know in the comments below.
Hello.
Bahamut's
And thank you for
test.
all your emotes, and thank you for
Picture
always
this.
watching the YouTube
You're
stuff.
standing in front of Bahamut, the
Bahamut.
Dragon King, and he asks you to bring him a rat's tail.
Right.
Sounds a bit odd, right? But in Final Fantasy, courage comes in all forms, even in the form of a rodent's tail. Complete this quest and Bahamut grants you a class upgrade, providing that good things come to those who
but they
face
probably
weird
are.
challenges. Honestly, I was thinking what's stopping me from just finding a random rat and just cut off its tail.
Actually, that's
Astos,
true.
the Dark Elf.
Hey, that's what I
Now,
look like.
let's talk about Astos.
How'd they find a picture
This
of me?
tricky dark elf posing as a king sends you on a merry quest to retrieve a crown for
We're
him.
friends
Once you've done his
stuff.
bidding, he drops
After
the
our
disguise
Minecraft
and
week, I will
attacks
seriously
you.
plan some
It's a
time on
narrative
Warframe
twist
because
that
it's been a long
establishes
time
the
since we
theme of
played.
deceptive villains, a trope Final Fantasy I plays very well. Cheers to all the villains we love to hate. Lufenia and the Lufenian race. Lastly, there's the isolated town of Lufenia, home to the remnants of the Lufenian race. These advanced folks were once masters of the airship technology and had their own distinct language. Exploring this ancient civilization's past is like piecing together a fascinating historical jigsaw, one that enhances the lore and depth of the world, highlighting again the beginnings of great world building in the series moving forward. So there we are, Final Fantasy I, a game that's a fair bit more than just its pixels. If this video tickled your fancy, I've got good news. I'm lining up to tackle each of the mainline Final Fantasy single-player games, and maybe even a few of the spin-offs. I'm definitely setting my sights on Final Fantasy Tactics.
I want to get that new
But as for the rest, well,
lady.
we'll see, won't we? Catch you next time.
Look at that clickbaity thumbnail with Riku's booba. What? Why y'all do that to her? Why y'all do that to her? Okay, so that was fun facts and things about Final Fantasy Final Fantasy. Okay. Peen. Yeah, materia enhanced. I can't wait to play Final Fantasy X too. That is what I think I am most excited about in our Final Fantasy series. I'm pretty pumped about that one because girl power, it's time for girl power. And also fashion. It's actually quite literally kill them with fashion. Okay. What is this? Who dares message me? Just kidding. Alright. So Miss Prob has sent us Project Songbird PS5 launch trailer. Alright, warning chat. This has nudities and drugs and blood. Alright. Screen is real.
So, my friend Don has this log cabin about 2.5 hours south down in West Virginia. I've heard a
Is that
lot
Troy
of
Baker?
stories of musicians retreating away for a bit, and these guys come out of it having written the best music of their lives. Just thought maybe you'd like to take the time away to get an album out. A new classic Neon Songbird album. You can show everyone that you've still got it. What do you say?
Comes a new birth story. The bottle. I died or I'm done. Or both.
This is what I'm most afraid of.
Out now. I ain't gonna lie to you. That looks absolutely effing fire.
For us, Songbird.
Sing for us, Songbird. That's crazy.
PlayStation.
As PlayStation's biggest fan. Oh gosh. No, not Charlie. Stop.